Sagittarius, hi, welcome to June. I hope it finds you well. This is for anyone who has their sun, moon, or rising sign in Sagittarius. If you're watching because you want to know more about the love intimacy sector of your natal chart, which is your Venus, that's in Sagittarius, this is for you. If you're watching because you need to know more information about like a direction to go in with your career or your work or your finances because your midheaven is in Sagittarius, this is for you. If you're just curious, you happen to come upon my channel, hello. And if you're cross-watching, I just hope that you find what you need. Long introduction, but I have to let you guys know. Also, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you today, you can still listen, and if nothing else, at least apply what I may say that has a valid point, right, to the opinion that you already have. Just keep it for a rainy day so you can reflect upon it if ever you shall need it. But let's get into your reading. This month I'm going to try something a little different where I already shuffle and pull the cards for you guys just to try to make the most out of time. I'm going to see if I like this method better. I don't know. We'll try it. But anyway, coming into June, your first week, you guys have the Lovers card, followed by the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Okay, second week and going into the mid-month, you have the Seven of Cups. Hopefully these cards are focused. With the Hangman and the Knight of Swords with the Page of Cups that is on top of that. Last week of June, you have the Knight of Cups with the Seven of Swords and the Death card. Okay, so I feel like you guys are envisioning a future that is far different than the present concrete reality that you find yourself in. If you've been in a period of distress or indecision, not really knowing if you are on the right path, you're at that point where you're starting to just visualize. If you're not where you want to be right now, it's like you're visualizing your highest self, in a sense, like where you see yourself, the potential that you know you have in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, right, as this resonates for you. In terms of love, if you've kind of been stagnating on making a decision, it's like you're taking a new outlook on relationships, right? And how to be creative within your relationship, how to spice things up. I'm seeing that with the Lovers card and the Ace of Wands, right? How to spice things up and how to kind of get that feeling back that you had at the beginning stages, right? If you've been dating this person for a while. But it's like that. It's like doing those things that first impress this person, or coming up with new ideas and ways that you guys can just keep the chemistry, and ways that you guys can expand your creative mind, just expanding each other's imagination and creativity. I'm just getting that. And just trying different things and really show how compatible you guys are together, right? It brings out another facet of each other's personalities. So you're going to be going back to that, or that's your approach in love if you're single, putting yourself out there instead of doing the whole like movie, like dinner and a movie type of date. It's a little bit more creative. It's thinking outside of the box. I'm just seeing and like hearing, trying new things. So that's the approach. Something's different, and I guess that's the energy I was feeling, especially when I started June's readings, wanting to try something different, with like my setup, you know. I want to just bring new things in. So I feel like that is what you guys are, that's the energy you're encompassing coming into June. But the obstacles for the mid-month with this Seven of Cups, Hangman, Nine of Swords, and Page of Cups, I feel like there may be some fear in this change, right? That you won't be accepted for the person that you are, right? Having insecurities about showing a different side to your personality, afraid of just really showing the core of who you are and what you're doing, or in this change that you're making, right? Some of you might be having a hard time especially as it pertains to love, because the person that you're potentially interested in might be more immature than you are, especially on an emotional level. So you will have to watch out for that. If that's like not a deal breaker for you, then it's just understanding that there are some emotional hang-ups that still need to be dealt with, right? Potentially in that situation. And if it's not a deal breaker for you, then it's something that you can talk, like, it's something that you can talk through with your partner, right? Where they're able to be vulnerable and have a vulnerable moment, and that deepens the connection, right? But you have to understand that in this situation, if that's the case, you have to have a little bit more patience and compassion. And some of you, situations a little bit differently. I'm also seeing that you need to start making yourself more of a priority, and understanding that if you don't truly love yourself, you cannot give love out to anybody else. So that might be an issue that needs to be dealt with. Not taking enough time out to come back and center with yourself, right? To still have moments where you can be reflective and more introspective, and where you can make sure that, like, emotionally your needs are being met within yourself, right? But the Page of Cups does talk about self-love. So doing things that may be or may seem a little bit more self-centered and not giving to other people so much, right? I'm seeing that as being the case. But as you work through these obstacles, as it resonates for you, again, you're able to move forward. Like, in the grand scheme of things, right? And imagining a different future than the one that you're living in now, and realizing the things that you want to change about the way things have been playing out, right? You need to come to understand and realize, okay, the steps that you need to take to get there. It's like you'll have to realize what needs to be sacrificed in order to realize this idea, and understanding that you are capable of realizing the things that you have imagined for yourself, to have what you believe you can have, right? And it's like you can no longer, what it is that you can possibly be getting rid of, or letting go of, or surrendering with this Hangman card by the end of June, is the way that you come across to other people. Dropping your ego, as that resonates for the situation that you're going through. If you need to get rid of your ego, if you need to stop distancing yourself out of fear or in holding yourself back out of fear because there's like some insecurity, and that sets you on your path to that new beginning and being able to manifest this idea, this thing, whatever it is. But that is what I'm getting for you guys. In matters of love, of course, as you move through taking a different approach and doing things differently and dealing with those emotional hang-ups, right? And understanding that you need to be more vulnerable. Understanding some things need to be surrendered, and the work that really goes into having an emotionally fulfilling relationship, right? You're realizing you need to be a little bit more romantic. You guys just need to be able to let your guards down and be honest with each other. You need to bring that back into the relationship, and that is what transitions your relationship to a higher level of commitment and passion between you guys. And that leads to further growth, of course, right? So that is what I'm seeing. And work is the same thing. If you're deciding to do something differently than how you have been handling your businesses, the way that you appreciate your businesses, the approach that you're taking in your business, the passion that you have for it, if it even is still there, but you're deciding to make a change or do something differently to get yourself out of that position, and realizing your responsibilities, needing to prioritize them, stop being so lazy, stop waiting for other people to come to you. You need to put your best foot forward. You have to set the tone really for your business and the mark that you want it to leave. If you're trying to leave a legacy of some sort, right? You're just trying to do your best in business. I'm seeing that, and not romanticizing the idea of what you're doing so much, needing to transform that. Yeah, like you can't wait for somebody to come and save you. You need to save yourself. So that's what I'm seeing as far as matters of work. But again, just apply what I'm saying as it resonates for your own situation. Chakras. Your crown chakra is being activated, but I do need you to work on the heart chakra and the sacral chakra. I'm seeing the root chakra as well. I will leave the description for how to do that if you're unaware in the description box below. But at this time, if it resonated, definitely do give me a thumbs up, you guys. Share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more. I will talk to you guys mid-month. See you around the 15th.